Chicago favorites, the Joffrey Ballet of Chicago and Hubbard Street Dance Chicago, headline the bill, but smaller companies like this one have to audition for a spot on the lineup. Melissa Thodos feels very lucky. She recently founded her own troupe, and Dance for Life will be its debut.
Dance for Life is actually a wonderful springboard for our company to emerge as a company. We're really ready to take that step and are thrilled and delighted to have been selected to participate with Hubbard Street and with the Joffrey.
Thodos and her dancers are rehearsing their premiere piece, Kindred.
The work is very abstract, but the motivation behind the work with these other women was based on my close relationship with my sisters. I grew up in a very tight-knit Greek American family.
The choreographer was exploring the fact that she was somewhat of a feminist in her own time, breaking away from traditional roles for women.
Good. 6. Up 2. Lift, drop, over.
The title of my dance is Tria, and I feel this an appropriate piece to create with the inspiration of Ruth Page in mind, because I feel that Ruth Page was indeed a woman ahead of her time.
Still some tickets available. What a great idea for this weekend. And let's bring in the box of mugs. Thank you, Melissa Thodos, one of the choreographers, helping us preview duets for My Valentine at the Chicago Academy for the Arts. Oh, isn't that cute?
Oh, very
Tony
nice.
and Tina send their regards.
And those are the costumes that they're actually going to be wearing for the show? The ones we've seen? Yeah.
The dancers brought their own costumes this morning to really showcase the form of the dance and to really demonstrate the different kind of artistic elements in it.
Thank goodness.
It's a jigsaw
There's the
puzzle.
music. Thank you very much,
Thank you,
Melissa.
Absolutely.
7:28, and we'll be right back after a break. With
That looks like fun.
I'm Melissa Thodos, and I'm a choreographer.
And I'm Diane Thodos. I've been a practicing artist professionally for 20 years.
And we're twins. We're both artists and have chosen creative lives, and clearly fraternal. We're different yet share a lot of similar creative pictures in what we do.
Chicago's Melissa Thodos and dancers are doing their choreographer proud. Caution, side effects, expresses how our powerful emotions can influence us, sometimes with consequences. It has stomp, tai chi, samurai, and seduction.
Recognize that music? It's the theme from HBO's 6 Feet Under.
They move right when they're...
Recognize the choreographer? She's Anne Reinking, and she's in town working on a new dance that blends the music with the talents of Melissa Thodos and dancers.
You don't go into a studio with a math formula. You go in with an image, an idea, and a thought, and a feeling, and you create some things that you know would work, and then what doesn't, you work on and you fuse into something else. And so her process has been very creative.
They've known each other for years. Thodos teaches dance each summer at Reinking's Broadway Theater Project, a boot camp in Florida for serious theater and dance students.
Cut it on. Perfect. And now they're going to go away and you can counter, but just keep an eye out for them and figure out a little pattern for yourself so that your mother sees you. Because she called me last night. She called me, she said, I want to see my daughter.
First of all, is it cool to know that you have a dance it's your dance company? It's Melissa Thodos. It must be so awesome.
You know, I don't think of it that way. I don't know. I don't really think it's, what I'm really excited about is who we are as an entity and as an ensemble. I don't think of myself as an individual. I can honestly say I love what I do.
Yeah.
It's ultra challenging, but I can go home at the end of the day and say I really like my job, even though it's so challenging sometimes. It's a great, great thing. Chicago has a lot of talent. Why not help it to bring those voices out and forward here and allow choreographic voices to create and to season here so that Chicago can be known as a mecca of creation in dance. And I have a gymnastics background, and the aesthetic of my company is very athletic.
Yeah.
The work we do, I'm very drawn to very athletic dancers who really very gutsy movers.
And I noticed that when I was watching a piece that was, I think it was choreographed by Paul Cristiano,
Yes.
and he did this thing where this woman was literally doing sort of like a handstand in his arms, and then she swiveled her legs around. It looked like a move on the balance beam or something.
But to a young dancer and future actor, ranking is bigger than life.
Pretty starstruck, actually. Every day we come to work. Can't believe she's sitting up there.
She's really down to earth. She really wants to help us. You know, she just has so much to offer.
Ranking is in Chicago at the request of the dance group's founder, Evanston native Melissa Thodos.
Ann and I have known each other for well over 10 years.
Oh.
And actually it's a wonderful story because our husbands are friends and used to play tennis together in New York.
And Ranking says too many schools are cutting back on the arts to balance a budget. She says giving back in the private sector is the answer.
It's important to move. It's important to express yourself.
And when everyone is dressed up, this is what the production will look like. This is from last year.
Desde 1992, la compañía de danza contemporánea Thodos Dance Chicago ha brindado una forma innovadora de presentar esta gran expresión artística. Busca diferentes métodos de mostrar qué tan importante es este arte a través de presentaciones y talleres.
We have a very unique structure.
Tenemos una estructura única. Nuestros bailarines van de gira por todo el país y nos presentamos en Chicago 3 veces al año en diferentes teatros. Y también tenemos un componente educativo. Nuestros bailarines son maestros. Esto le da la oportunidad a los bailarines de no solamente ser profesionales, pero también pueden proyectar sus conocimientos a otros y apoyar este arte.
Yes, you're going to see a piece titled 9. By a dancer and choreographer out of Thodos Dance Chicago, Brock Clausen, and Dancers Places, and let's...
And this is a piece that was choreographed specifically for this event?
Yes, indeed.
And I knew that Jan would like this because right before we went live, you said, dancers, take off your shirts.
I did indeed. You can see the men are shirtless. The piece is about how much fun we have in life and enjoying life and what it feels like to be on cloud 9.
And Jan, this is exactly why I am not participating in this particular dance.
Oh, come on, David. Hey, it's just a typical Friday night for me, David.
No, I do the little one singular sensation.
Jazz
I'll be doing that.
Why Thodos Dance? Why does it work with them?
That's an easy question to answer. When I saw Thodos dance, Melissa was still dancing, and I saw it in the that wonderful benefit that you do for AIDS in the park. And Joffrey, I was an apprentice with, so I love Joffrey. I love Hubbard Street. I love River North. I know one of the
Sherry Zunker, who was one of the founders, and we worked together. And then I saw Melissa, and I just went, she's right up there with them. That company is just as good, and it has its own heartbeat. And every time I work there, I have a great time. The egos are healthy.
Well, the eagles, the heartbeat is going to be put to good use in the third number, Tijuana Shuffle. And Melissa Thodos, what's the appeal of Tijuana Shuffle?
Oh, what isn't with that? That is just a fun piece, and the way that Annie's been coaching that piece with the dancers, they start with cigarettes in their mouth, and they're just these kids out for a little fun and trouble.
Can you still smoke on stage here?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so the choreographed puffs will be out, but there'll be a cigarette in their mouth.
Well, that's a fire code.
Well, don't they have those fake ones now for
yeah,
stage
but the
purposes?
powder gets in your lungs.
Oh, I see. Well,
you know, the dancing, it's the breathing hard.
And in a word, what made Bob Fosse a great choreographer?
He was unique. You know, you can spot a Bob Fosse number a mile away, like you can spot a Balanchine ballet. And great playfulness, great wit with sensuality.
There you go. Good, you guys.
Oh.
Excellent. Now take it sides. Right? Two.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Left, no problem.
Keep your hands to yourself, Thodos.
And left.
Oh,
yeah. Ian, you got something going on there.
Oh, boy.
I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah, wait.
Check out Carlos.
1, 2. Go in, baby. And side. Excellent. Side and back. Back.
That's good.
Back. Side. Side.
That's it, Ian. You got it. Shake that thing around. Wow, wait. Oh, look, we got the teachers in the window.
Hey, you go on up in front with him. He knows what he's doing.
You got it, Larry. You got it, big boy. Keep it going. Do a booty slap, Larry. A booty slap. Yahweh. That's it. Left, Larry. Left. Yahweh. Boy, my goiter's killing me.